Hillary Clinton is adequate. She's had a great career. She was a really good lawyer, and she was a key presidential advisor, being the first lady, and she was also a really good senator, and she was a good Secretary of State, and she's had a really good career, and she's adequate for being President of the United States. Now, do you want adequate? I'm sure with the literally billions of dollars of campaign funds that are being used to choose the next President of the United States, you want more than adequate. Well, the people who are paying those billions of dollars might not, if you look at the Republican front runners, all of them. I mean, the best of them is Jeb Bush. I made a mistake, because it's his brother. It's his brother who is the front runner. Well, one of them. One of the many front runners in the clown car of the Republican nomination for the President of the United States. And Hillary is the only one. She's just presumptive. They just, she's going to be president now. And nobody else is stepping forward in the race for the Democratic nomination for President of the United States. Just because she's, married to one of the other presidents. And that's a bit of a problem. See what I'm getting at here? America is developing dynasties. You've got a bit of a thing with dynasties, don't you, America? I mean, you had the Adamses first off, and then you had the Harrisons. They were slightly more than one president out of that family, and you've got Roosevelts. I mean, Teddy Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt and his cousin wife, First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, who was also a Roosevelt. And you got Johnsons as far as the eye can see, and Bushes. Now you got Bushes and possibly Clintons, more than one Clinton. I mean, there's the dynasty thing. You got Nixon's daughter marrying Eisenhower's grandson, and you got Joseph P. Kennedy and Bobby Kennedy, the father and brother of John F. Kennedy, also running for president. You've got Nixon's daughter marrying the grandson of Eisenhower, and you've got Kennedy's father and little brother both also running for president. I mean, these dynasties, these single families keep on cropping up again and again in American politics. What the hell are you doing? It might work out fine. It might work out that you've got a Roosevelt who happens to be the second cousin or whatever he was, becoming a really great president, or Kennedy, whose father also worked his way up from being the son of a senator and would-be president, or you can have George Bush, who was one of the worst presidents in US history and still got re-elected. And the fathers of Dan Quayle and Al Gore and even Mitt Romney all ran for the presidency. And Mitt Romney's father wasn't even eligible because of, the Constitution. He was a Mexican. My point here is that if you're going to elect political dynasties all from the one family, you're just going to concentrate the amount of power in the hands of the relatives of people who are already powerful. And that does not do well for democracy, because if you've got the power in the hands of those who are already powerful, nobody else can get in. Unless they've got a billionaire on their side who is giving them lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money to try to get in. And that sort of thing kind of excludes those who are not in those big, powerful families. And that's that's kind of not good if you've got a lot of people outside those families who could really, really do a good job. Hint Elizabeth Warren run. But maybe it's just there's too much money in politics, and if you don't have the name recognition, then you're going to get overwhelmed, overswamped with money that's coming in for all of those dullards who will do whatever the billionaires tell them to do. That might be the problem. And even then, George Bush.